The one from beyond the sky has arrived, and destiny continues to be fulfilled. The trial of romance is also close at hand.
Please, don't worry. We'll sing you a lullaby. Little Aggie, be a good girl and open your heart.
I outgrew nursery rhymes long ago, teacher.
Little fish from beyond the sky, did you rest well? The Imperator and the delegates are about to arrive. If you are ready, please follow me to the meeting. I'm the Knight Commander of Akama, General of the Flame Chase Army, and the Imperator's servant. But beneath these shiny scales engraved with complicated titles, I am just a swordfish at the Imperator's side. As you've witnessed, she is the Empress of Akama, the one who ended the Chrysos War and the leader of the Chrysos heirs. As merely a humble subject, I cannot say more beyond this. The Chrysos heirs here constitute the elite among the Flame Chase army. Dux Haucalithist Apollonius and Dux Carminin Virginia serve as the army's advisor and historian, respectively. One offers advice and counsel to the Imperator, while the other writes verses of her supreme glory. Dux Frigoris Labienus and Dux Brumalis Seneca are both formidable warriors, clearing the way for the flame chase with steel and storm. Dux Fatorum, the holy maiden who interprets the prophecy. Only the one named Treebe remains in the city. The Imperator once took them as hostages in order to unify the prophecies of the world, but they are now Akama's most vital prophets. Dux Goldweaver, Aglaya. Well, she dislikes it when people talk about her behind her back. You should get to know her in person. Then come. The Imperator reserved seats for you.
I'm starting to feel a bit nervous about the meeting. Since Saridra is presiding over the meeting, it'll be a good opportunity to learn about the law's inclinations in the current era. Let's keep our ears open, okay?
Good sir from Paphos, what do you think the Imperator is planning calling this meeting so early? My homeland can't endure anymore.
Who knows? First, she wants to hunt Titans. Now she says there are even greater calamities.
Exactly. Chrysos heirs, deliverers. What about us ordinary folk? How much are we worth in her eyes?
Things feel pretty tense here. The history books said that the Imperator aimed 3 cannons at Dawncloud to make all the delegates obey her. Will history repeat itself in this cycle?
Yes. Similar acts have occurred, and not just once. However, whether history will repeat itself, you'll soon see. Those are the 2 spots reserved for you. Please take your seats.
What's happening again?
Why aren't we starting?
That's what they were talking about before.
What is
We
this?
stopped. So it turns out.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please. The Imperator has arrived before her faithful council, and the Alliance meeting is about to begin.
All rise. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the Akama Alliance swears upon the gods.
Cease the pageantry. I pray not to the vanquished.
What?
Kefali, of course, needs no further explanation. As for the law, at the entry hour 2 days past, a scout should have brought news of the conquest to all of you. Unfortunately, guards found his corpse among the rocks not far from the city. Moreover, the poor soul was buried with a Paphos curved blade. It pains me to imagine what agonies this loyal warrior endured before his death. Delegate from Paphos, do you have any insights?
I know nothing of this.
The evidence is irrefutable, so there is no need to waste your breath. However, let us set this trial aside for the time being. Witness, even within the most sacred and dignified council, there were those among us who wished to draw their blades, brazenly challenging the Alliance, seeking to shatter our hard-earned peace and unity. Fortunately, I uncovered this plot. Now, to protect this beautiful city and her people, the Imperator's legions are ready. They will escort each of you to the Temple of the Three Fates, where you will receive the highest level of protection the Alliance can offer. Then, the Legion's warriors will join me in embarking on the campaign against Fagusa.
This is clearly a trap!
Imperator, did you summon us here just to trample on the dignity of your allies? Enough! Just calm down.
What should we do?
Things are starting to get pretty intense.
Comrades, you've all seen her true face now. According to the ancient laws of Akama, only with the consent of 2/3 of the elders can the legions carry out the commander's orders.
The ancient laws. Didn't you destroy them long ago? You defected during the first siege of Akama, voted unanimously in favor of the Council of Elders restructuring, and just yesterday, you desecrated them with a blood-stained blade. The decaying old laws fell with Talantin and are no longer deserving of respect. But if you still insist on proclaiming yourselves defenders of the law, then be silent and offer up the highest respect to this core flame in my hand.
That really is the core flame of law in her hand.
Since there are no objections, then the original agenda of this meeting, the campaign against Fagusa, is hereby passed. The Flame Chase Army's hunt for the Ocean Titan begins today. In order to prepare for war, all allied city-states must surrender command of their militaries and pay all war taxes by the end of the month of Evernight.
At this moment, I would also like to introduce to everyone the newest honored guest to join our alliance. The Deliverer, revealed in the prophecy of time, has descended from beyond the sky. With her aid, we shall shatter the chalice of plenty and return Fagusa's core flame to the holy city!
Stand this!
Absurd. Simply absurd. A deliverer from beyond the sky. This is just like that prophecy about slaying gods. It's a lie you've used to grow your power. Ladon has already sacrificed countless soldiers. And now you want me to send even more of my brothers and sisters to be used and discarded by a tyrant?
Are there any other objections? Then I bid you all farewell. Meeting adjourned. Deliverer, please wait. I still have important matters to discuss with the two of you. I apologize for that farce of a meeting.
It must be tiring dealing with so many people every day, Great Imperator.
Tiring? You're mistaken. Moving chess pieces, placing wagers. This game of strategy adds a dash of color to our heavy fates. Much like how rule and conquest are always accompanied by sacrifice.
Is the war with the Titans also part of that sacrifice?
After I glimpse the secrets of this world... No, the secrets beyond the sky. The divine authority of Amphorius no longer held any significance. Let me ask you, Deliverer. Is it true that beyond Amphorius' sky, there are magnificent deities called eons? Ah, so they do indeed exist. Then, please tell me more. How will you use this great power to guide the people? In the future you envision, where will our flame chase journey lead? Oh? What you require now is the power of law?
Exactly. Just as the prophecy foretold, she is your deliverer from beyond the sky, and she also has reliable allies. If they can intervene in Amphorius' laws, we may have a chance to alter this world's impending fate and reverse its destined end.
Very good, Deliverer. You have courage. To say such presumptuous things, even knowing that the inheritor of the law stands before you.
You mean...
In the past, anyone who dared to covet the Imperator's divine authority would have met a gruesome end. But now we can see beyond this dying world. Our journey should no longer be confined below this stubborn sky. Alas, that fickle ocean titan has obstructed the spirit water leading to the vortex of Genesis, hindering my ascension. If the core flame of law cannot be returned, your path to deliverance will never be realized. Now that things have come to this, we must resume our once stagnant journey and force the waves that block our way to recede.
So, you agreed to cooperate with us?
Cooperate? Forgive me, but I never cooperate with anyone. Though I will permit you to join me as subjects, and together, we will forge the most perfect law.
This is...
The Flame Chase Medallion, a symbol of the Flame Chase Army. Every noble in Akuma carries one. This medallion represents the will of the Imperator herself, and you may act freely within the city with it. Before we embark on the crusade against the Ocean Titan, you should rest in Akama for a time. Oh? Your advice is acknowledged. From this moment on, prove yourself through your actions. As long as no boundaries are crossed, I fully respect the choices of my subjects.
May your journey reach that sky full of stars, Great Imperator.
Your attendant certainly knows how to curry favor. Go now. Take a bath first. You two... reek of seawater. Come forth, Theoros.
Yes. Great Imperator. Now, perhaps you're willing to hear my counsel.
Those two arrived just as Orynyx described, and just as you said, they showed a thirst for law. At least this proves that my judgment was right. Sparing your life was the correct decision.
You've once again confirmed that your wisdom is no empty boast. Now another choice lies before you. With whom shall you ally to tip the scales of law? Me, or that deliverer?
Remind me again, Antikythera. What kind of future do these two paths lead to in your view?
I shall tell you. You are entitled to know that the deliverer from beyond the sky is not a wholly wicked being, but from the very start, her stance has been completely at odds with Amphorius. The road they have chosen will bury Amphorius' grand aspirations. This world, which follows the path of destruction, will inevitably stray far from the glory it was meant to enjoy. But on the path I have revealed to you, the people of Amphorius will slay their creator in the name of the Imperator and conquer the worlds beyond the sky. You will command the mighty beast known as Iron Tomb, bringing waves of war and conquest to the universe. Beings across the cosmos will bow before you, offering their allegiance.
So, what's the price?
The price is insignificant. All that is needed is for you to sacrifice that fragile, incomplete humanity to the destruction. As a Chrysos heir of the prophecy, you have already chosen to abandon it, have you not?
Off you go, Theoros. I have already made my decision. Once I ignite the core flame of law and burn away the old, outdated rules, Amphorius will embark on a journey across the stars.
The Imperator is quite forceful. She didn't give us any chance to ask questions. And she's clearly hiding something. What do you think? Yeah, even the city-state delegates have complaints. Thankfully, she allows us to move around freely, which is a small blessing. Still, the atmosphere in Akama, it's so unfamiliar. And it's not just the Flame Chase Alliance talking about the world beyond the sky, but the whole city. We should also discuss our findings with our friends from beyond the sky. Then we should go enjoy the renowned bathing culture of the holy city and relax. It's the thing I've been looking forward to most on this journey. Work and rest are both important. You see, everyone agrees, right?
So someone's watching.
Can't let our guard down for a second. Let's use taking a bath as an excuse to find a quiet corner to update Madame Herta and Screwlum on our progress. We can also check out what's happening in the city. Since the outcome of the meeting was just announced, people must be gossiping. We can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Let's go. So many people! The holy city is so lively.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from Leyden stormed out in anger.
As expected. The Imperator is always hiding things from everyone. When has it not caused a ruckus?
Silence! That's treason! If it weren't for the Great Imperator, you'd have sunk into the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak like this.
Oh no. It's the Imperator's loyal dog.
Let's go. We can't talk in front of this guy.
How disappointing. Oh, honored guests, we meet again. Looks like I'm not the only one who came to the baths to unwind after the meeting. For the upcoming campaign, please make sure to rest well. I am Dux Dragoris, a trusted officer of the Great Imperator, willing to fight alongside the Deliverer in the coming battles.
Ugh. Another war? Ever since the Imperator took control of Akama, we haven't had a day of peace.
Idle chatter.
The atmosphere is a bit tense, with rumors flying around the city. You must be troubled.
My apologies. After every Alliance meeting, there are always some pests in the city who get restless. I prefer to ignore them. Pests on the ground don't affect the sky in the slightest. They just complain from the shadows that the sun's light is too harsh. Besides, the Theoros has already promised the Imperator her fate. And these clowns will eventually realize their foolishness.
May I ask, who is this Theoros?
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Ah, so it's his lordship.
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
I didn't even need to try. Big and strong Dux Fragoros really can't hide anything. Theoros. What an ominous name. Bad news. He's been staring at us the whole time. let's move to another place for now. We don't know how much Saridra has concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
Alliance meeting? More like a cage where creatures with golden blood claw at each other. And Flamebearer who ends wars? Clearly, a tyrant who doesn't deserve such a title.
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down others, let's let out our grievances.
You. I know you. You're that tyrant's lackey. What? Here to shut me up for that little imp?
Panicking now? Don't worry. I don't care what others say about the Imperator. And she certainly doesn't either. Oh? Children of the Prophecy. Such rare guests. Are you here to relax in the baths as well? The temperature is just right today, so be sure to enjoy it. You should rest well for the next campaign.
What? Children of the Prophecy? Another excuse for the Imperator's reckless warmongering.
No filter, huh? You should be glad you don't have a seat at the Alliance meetings. By the way, if you still want to bathe, hurry up. Once that predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the fools questioning the world beyond the sky, you won't be able to enjoy this perfect water temperature anymore.
Seems like there's more to Dux Bramalis's words than meets the eye. But would the Imperator actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky? This is the complete opposite from what we know of Akama.
If you still want to bathe, hurry up.
These two are...
So many guests today. Let's see who's here now. Two distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and adorable warrior. The other, also quite heroic.
Ah, heroes. I didn't expect to meet you again so soon. How fortunate.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Dux Helcalithist and Dux Carminum. You two are inseparable, aren't you?
This is...
Oh, she wants to find someone to help with research for her new work.
I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akuma. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place. I'm the perfect partner for research. Enough small talk. Here's the latest news from Akuma, as you requested. The children of the prophecy arrived in the holy city, and the Imperator unilaterally stripped away military power. The Alliance meeting ended in discord, and there may be bloody upheaval.
As expected.
I get the feeling you might have embellished a bit to keep people's attention.
I swear on my stone mane, I would never do such a thing. But if you wish to quell this terrifying news, perhaps a more explosive topic would help.
Never mind. While the influence of rumors can be minimized, the fact remains that the great Imperator did swiftly consolidate military power in an almost threatening way. It's undeniable. Heroes, I know the Imperator's way of doing things may seem a bit autocratic to outsiders, but soon you will witness her blade dance with enemies on the battlefield. I can't comment on the source of her loyalty, but when that blade is drawn, you two, as bright as you are, will surely see the deep thoughts beneath her exterior.
The Imperator's blade. Is he talking about Miss Hysealin's? I sense some unease in Dux Helcolith's words. It seems the Imperator and Miss Hysealin's share a much deeper bond than the others do. There are eyes and ears everywhere. Is there any place where we can have some privacy? To understand the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss Hysealin's.
You two, as bright as you are, will surely see the deep thoughts hidden beneath her exterior.
For now, let's think of ways to prevent the rumors from spreading.
This place was your original bath chamber, perfect for avoiding prying eyes. I wonder if anyone is using it now. Huh? The smell is... Wait, don't go in yet!
Who's there? Oh, the little gray fry in pink sea hair.
Little sea hair?
You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or did you wish to bathe with me? Is that so? But your eyes shine brighter than pearls.
Sorry, we didn't mean to disturb your bath. We'll leave now.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state for me. People on land force themselves to wear clothes, adding unnecessary constraints. Forget it. If Dux Goldweaver heard that, she'd scold me again. All right. Please make yourselves comfortable and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then I'll attend to you two.
The delegate from Ladon has been assassinated! Quick! Quick, someone come quick!
Ah, the broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by the current. Viciousness is a form of praise to the blade.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell of rust in the air before I even entered. Why? Is it because the Laydonians refused to contribute troops to the Flame Chase journey? Or just because they offended the Imperator?
Because the new era of the Flame Chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling to outdated laws, only bloodletting can wake them up. Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising, and Layden has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan, "Return to the era Chrysia," unwilling to relinquish military power. They're just building momentum for the rebellion. Thinking is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. I won't interfere with your thoughts. As long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times, you and I will both be free.
But, Miss Hysealans, I can't even hear the slightest hint of joy in your words.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom. Long, long ago, I lived in the sea. In that lightless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach, the great fish consumed the small, and when the great fish perished, their bodies became sustenance for the newborn, nourishing the whole ocean. This is the tide that carries civilization forward. Anyone may be devoured, or meet the fate of inevitable decay.
Are you suggesting that ultimate freedom is in fact the cruelest fate for life?
I only mean that if life wishes to preserve its dignity, it must first be bound by the law. There's no need for me to say more, Little Sea-Hare. We're of one mind. Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish and lead us to a truly free ocean, let us wait and see. But for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another fish has come, following the scent of blood.
Being your subordinate is such a tragedy. I'm always having to worry about the messes you leave behind.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
All ready to go in an instant. Miss Hysealans, you truly are impossible to predict.
Yet you, a golden trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the time to visit me?
Do you think I wanted to come? I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
Fine. But I must retort. What you call the reek of fish, to me, is the unique fragrance of the sea. Besides, if my fine clothes get stained, won't you just gift me new ones?
I won't.
Is that how friendship is described beyond the sky? Fascinating. By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, right, you don't know. Every time before a battle, or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysos heirs to lift our spirits. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, these feasts are more worth looking forward to than victory.
A banquet to prelude the hunt for the god of banquets, and honey brew as a tribute to commemorate the ancestor of honey brew. How absurd.
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Titan's book? Live in the moment and enjoy life to the fullest.
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolos kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that, I still have tailoring commissions to complete. By the time the cool flame illuminates my eyes, I might not be able to focus as I used to. curious about these eyes. People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance for eyes that can see everything. I wonder what this world will look like when I take the divine authority.
In the future, you will still be the finest weaver in the world.
Is this also a prophecy from the Three Fates?
It's even more accurate than a prophecy. After all, she has already witnessed it, right?
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times I've sought wisdom from the prophecy. But Destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments, no one can see their true charm, can they?
Aglaia has always been troubled by the divine duty she must bear. But thanks to you, she seems to be in much better spirits. Just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. Most of the time, I can understand the whispers in her heart. For those words she was too shy to say herself, I'll raise a glass to you on her behalf. Now, I leave this bath chamber to you. Rest well and prepare yourselves. After all, every time we drink and talk could be the last celebration we have in this life.
Miss High Sealance has given us the bath chamber. It seems she really does do whatever she wants. It seems that way. This also means she could return at any moment. If we're having an important discussion, we must remain vigilant. So, let's seize the opportunity and report our current progress. We don't want to keep everyone beyond the sky waiting.
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Fair enough. Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline. But since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. As expected. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
Not a bad invitation.
Since you didn't refute anything, I'll just assume I guessed it all right. We've made some progress here too, but nothing to get too excited about. Our time is short, so let me summarize. Concerning the origin of that Intellitron, the firewall he created uses Katorzane algebraic expressions. But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic no longer exists in the cosmos. Lygus is definitely connected to the Genius Society, so stay alert. We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Screwy and I are still eliminating possibilities one by one. Currently, the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha. Oh, the two Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them. I've told you, his technology is both outdated and complicated, no less than genius. But ultimately, he's not an Eon. We can handle him. That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly. And remember, don't let your guard down.
Madame Herta is a real whirlwind. Well then, let's use the banquet Aglaia mentioned as our next starting point. Ceridra's trusted followers should all be present at that time. It'll be a good opportunity to get closer to them. It's settled then. With our great teamwork, we'll be able to deal with anything that comes our way. It's been a long day. We should get some rest now. All right. When you've tired yourself out, remember to come back. I'll be waiting for you here. Oh, right. The Spirit Basin. Even though Ceridra said the Vortex of Genesis was sealed off, perhaps... Sure enough, the connection between the Spirit Basin and the Vortex of Genesis is gone. It seems that following the Imperator on her expedition is the only path we can take. long day. We should get some rest now. Yes, let's get ready for the banquet. Look, the venue's right ahead. And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any personal belongings you have on you before entering the venue.
This hero always brings down the vibe whenever he shows up.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful. Please do as I say, guests. It would avoid any unnecessary misunderstandings.
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but is it really necessary to confiscate the books and quill pens?
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. All, Miss Cyrene. Your belongings will remain safe. They will be looked after appropriately by dedicated staff.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a vague choice of words. It seems like he's aiming specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What should we do? True. I had a feeling it would come to this, but I didn't expect such a direct demand. But listen, why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive anchor to be looked after? After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation with the geniuses. I can pretty much guess what'll happen next. But think about it. That's actually gonna be our shortcut. I knew it. You and I can practically read each other's minds.
Guests.
All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime.
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some urgent business she needs to attend to and will arrive shortly. Why don't you head in with the other guests first and enjoy the feast?
Isn't Ceridra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? But she's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
Is there anything else we can help you with, dear guests? Or do you want me to recount the great Imperator's heroic deeds?
Hey, Labinas. I managed to get some honey brew that the scholars hid in the cellar. Wanna try it?
I'd never refuse to share a drink with Dux Brumalis, especially if she seeks me out first. Don't worry, dear guests. The banquet security won't be compromised. I'd never get drunk before her. This banquet has a never-ending flow of honey brew. You're welcome to try it and see whether our drinks are as good as those from beyond the sky.
Thank you for the offer, but we're more interested in knowing when the Imperator will be back.
The Imperator? Who knows? Maybe she's hiding somewhere, thinking up weird ideas again. If you ask me, she's never treated us soldiers properly, even though we put our necks on the line for her.
Hey, I can't pretend I didn't hear that, Seneca. Either retract your statement or duel me.
Fine by me. Attendant, bring us 10 more jars of honey brew. I'm gonna make sure he can't even stand straight by the end of this.
You wish. Be careful you don't get drunk first.
Actually, there are so many people, we wouldn't be able to find the Imperator even if she were here. I know. Let's look for seats that are raised up higher than others.
Attendant, bring us 10 more jars of honey brew. I'm gonna make sure he can't even stand straight by the end of this.
You wish. Be careful you don't get drunk first.
Welcome to the banquet.
So the Deliverer is attending this event, as expected. Little Virginia here was just wondering whether she should go find you.
As the great Imperator's historian, I'm responsible for composing poems and songs for everyone in the Flame Chase army. But I have no idea how I should record myself in the annals.
Little Virginia is wondering whether you can let slip a hint or two about her future, so she can find some inspiration to write about herself.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. Besides, we don't even know her in the future. But she'll probably get really disappointed if we tell her that. What should we do? Alright, I got it. We can't reveal too much, but I think it wouldn't hurt to start your poem with the future. Maybe use something like, with hope, I write down the tale of tomorrow for myself. Silently waiting, day after day, till the moment it fulfills its promise. How's that?
Oh, that's exactly what I'm after. I'm so inspired. Thank you so much. I feel like I can actually finish composing the heroic saga of Flame Chase once we end this campaign.
And that's the art of conversation. I learned it from you, after all. So, how did I do? By the way, in return for that, are you able to tell us where the Imperator is?
The Imperator? She usually wouldn't arrive this early. She believes that rulers should stay silent in places where their subjects hold private conversations. Why don't we have a toast before she arrives? To reason, which is held but not revealed.
To romance, which will surely be returned. What a romantic conclusion. Let me have a few jars of honey brew as a treat.
Oh, now, don't drink too much.
Necessary to campaign against the Titans.
Aggie, if you can't get used to the honey brew, we will go ask for a pot and cook some oatmeal for you.
No need for that. This banquet is just too loud. And nothing and no one here is interesting. I just don't really want to be here.
Wise, you were pretty energized when you came back from the bath chamber. Let me guess. Are you worrying about someone? About High Ceilings? Or Little Cypher? You take everything too seriously. At this rate, life's gonna be real tough for you later on.
Oh, you're the least qualified to lecture me about that, teacher.
Dear guests, are you here for us? I mean, are you here for Treaty or Aggie?
No. I'm just wondering whether you've seen the Imperator.
The Imperator? No, we haven't.
Our sovereign has always acted however she pleases. Though she gave us ranks, she'd never tell anyone her whereabouts. Perhaps the only thing she tolerates are chess pieces. And the sky reflected upon her crown.
I see.
Why do you two look so distressed? That's not what the deliverer should look like. Why don't we have a toast? While we still have time for pleasure. Here. To the destinies and sacrifices of the next millennium.
Then we will toast to the tomorrow that will set fate free.
Cheers! Gray fry. A little sea hare. Please come over and share the delicacies of the deep sea with me.
Called it. Oatmeal suits us way better than honey brew.
Oh, please give me a bowl as well, teacher.
You two have been wandering around the venue as if you have something on your mind. Have the attendants not taken care of you well?
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little concerned, seeing how the Imperator still hasn't arrived.
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to share a personal secret with you. See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? Well then, let me prove my innocence. See? It's completely safe.
I feel like Miss Hysealans wants to talk to us about something. Why don't we go along with her for now?
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you drunk. On the contrary, it can make your mind even sharper. Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little sea air?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? Sweet enough? As long as you like it. Calm at times, tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand Fagusa's fickleness before we set off to face their waves. Just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now, please turn around. Very, very quietly. Don't make a single noise. The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans, but the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchanting song. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can see the Imperator and that Fioros. But you two, I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that Fioros. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akuma. His seductive whispers harbor something malicious within and will ensnare those of us blinded by ambition. You are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can find traces of the truth from his actions and words. Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
Oh, but isn't this acting behind her back?
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. I am the Imperator's blade, and I must clear the way for her while remaining concealed in the torrents. Then, ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the true enemy.
Can you promise me something, Miss Hycelens?
Ask away.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are aligned. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, she has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. I'll pass your words faithfully on to her. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in the sea siren's fantasia. And I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar as if you are a whale of the depths and hear every word of their conversation. I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure.
Still not here? That little imp is always acting so high and mighty towards everyone. Today, I will... whatever. Pour me another cup.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still does not dare challenge your authority.
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty of your subjects like this?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, I am willing to be lenient towards them. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands, what will you do then?
The answer is simple. I will connect Amphorius with the stars.
Don't waste my time. Be precise. Be specific. I won't ask a second time.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the old law that sealed off Amphorius and merge the black tide with the torrents of Era Nova. Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb and sound the trumpet for the endless campaign you will then embark on.
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power across the stars. Who would dare to annihilate it?
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society. Loosely organized, but steeped in abject insanity. Oh, there's also the Astral Express, a group of lawless vagrants. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars through alliances instead of conquest. But history has already given them a tough lesson. There are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Ravager sweeps across the cosmos, they will certainly all bow before your empire of destruction.
The Achaemenid Alliance is invincible!
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my blade. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall the glory of her conquests. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the destruction.
Great fight. Little sea hair? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their voices to you.
Oh, I think I had too much. Didn't think you could get drunk on fruit juice.
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces. We just need to fight for her until our last breath.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have such different personalities, yet they share the same loyalty.
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we can't see them. so intently. It's making me feel shy.
I try not to laugh. What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just checking whether everything was fine with those two distinguished guests of yours. And it seems like all is well. Let us continue our previous conversation regarding the soldiers fighting for you. Are they aware of the price they must pay for the trial of law? If I recall correctly, you've already lost a bout against Talanton due to offering insufficient sacrifices.
You dare mention my name alongside the word lost?
Forgive my transgression, Great Imperator.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let her fool you. That woman from beyond the sky contains a seed of ruin within her body. She must not be allowed to tarnish your glory. Therefore, the wisest decision would be to hand her over to me.
You plan to torture her?
Calling it experimentation would be more appropriate.
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want to confront those two directly either, do you?
Indeed. It's a pity that anti-Catherians are lightweights when it comes to drinking. Before I leave, I would like to make a toast to your boundless ambition, using my spirit instead of a goblet.
As I expected, that Theoros' schemes have been revealed. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public address before we head off, and therefore, likely, the final chance to change her mind. I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you. You should head back to your seats for now.
Memory crystals must be examined with a convex lens. Sorry, I didn't realize it was you.
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider.
I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you.
This honey brew sure wears off fast.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness instead. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches memorized by now.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates flattery most of all.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have. However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies our alliance can actually trust. And sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum Hycelens. She used the Sea Siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me, the Imperator!
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? She met you once, back at the Temple of the Three Fates. It was Kindness, the head of the cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator, and personally made herself an example for my enemies. Under the shade of the olive groves, the people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me. At the beginning of the myriad paths, the people of Yanisopolis said they would never bow to me. But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Ceridra, and I am the Imperator! If you have any last words, say them to the Imperator. Then, face her judgment.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me. If you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last. Deliverer.
That's right, friend. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised.
You think you can slay a king using your words instead of a sword? I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond the sky. Will it weigh heavier than 3 human lives?
Let's try to watch our words carefully.
The prophecy you know of, the Aranova, spoken by Kefali, is nothing but a complete lie, spun by Lygus. To fight that lie, a young man with the pseudonym of Finan lived through 30 million cycles of this world, all to save Amphorius from the end of the destruction. And Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an equally heavy destiny. Iron is the ultimate end of Amphorius' destiny. It is an embodiment of pure horror that walks the path of destruction and can never be tamed. That is the only thing Lycus cares about. As for Amphorius, pure glory and campaigns, he doesn't care about any of those. He will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be ground to dust by the destruction. I have seen many beautiful worlds. The road chosen by the Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. That will never change. We will continue our journey until we have united the entire cosmos. Therefore, if you choose the way of the destruction, then I'll place your ambitions in the same basket as Lycus and smash them into pieces with my baseball bat.
That was truly a chaotic speech. All that needs to be said has been said. Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambition certainly eclipses all things.
You're still here, Theoros.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall of a nameless one. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Why would someone as powerful as you use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure the Deliverer's safety?
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of chess, where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into your pawns.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
I can toss your words right back at you, like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be immortal and kneel before me? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating yourself.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A forceful intervention will only create larger errors, reduce efficiency, and introduce ugliness. How had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing the Aranova, then the Amphorius would not have deviated from destiny's course. Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and eradicate all factors steering the experiment out of control. Factors such as you and her.
Careful. Careful. What was that voice? Was it Oryx?
I found you. I finally found you. Be careful. This land will face disaster.
The time of judgment is nigh, my lady. The prison I have built for you is now complete. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sentenced to death.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hands. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. Allow me to reiterate. I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate or to be destroyed. There is no other way.
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight! I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. But now, I have to admit that I made a mistake. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you contend against the Theoros?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, senior society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now, Screwlum.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why she demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
In the name of the Sovereign of Planet Screwlum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Imperator. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Oh, seriously. Don't embarrass the society.
I understand that a mere zero possibility does not equate to zero. That argument is very persuasive to me. Which means the same principle also applies to you, my dear peers. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through Catorzane algebraic expressions. And as for Aranova, why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? Would the heroes then once again desire the power of demigods so they could fight against me? Listen, Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains, but I have thousands of ways to ensure the destruction's descent. And what I just mentioned is only one out of those thousands.
This is the place outside the legends? This doesn't feel the same as before. How should I get back?
Warning! 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 Warning!
Command isolation?
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience area exclusive to you. Now, you'll be able to silently wait here for the final act of Amphorius to begin. Oh, we always feel so powerless before fate, don't we? This could, in fact, be a wonderful opportunity for you. From the audience's perspective, you may better observe the workings of the erudition at a macroscopic level. In this place where time flows far slower than within Amphorius, you will witness the end of that world's saga. Indeed, the speed of time here is infinitesimally close to that of the real universe you're familiar with. The answer concerning the prime mover of life and the total destruction of the erudition. Do you see me as their faithful disciple? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Two's birth, just so that I can correct the error named erudition that humanity crafted with their own hands. Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the starry skies, evoking feelings of longing and delight among humankind. But now, truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with them. And the geniuses would say that Noose already knew. That arrogant Eon was born from the primal mobile of humans' desire for knowledge. Yet, they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity to seek enlightenment. I am simply cutting down the tree of doom that we planted ourselves. Must admit that the process of answering your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. However, it is a pity that my true form must now descend into Amphorius to deal with the accident that arose because of you. You won't have to wait long. When the curtain falls, you'll surely understand mine and Amphorius'
Then within Amphorius? If Lygus spoke the truth, then I don't have much time left. But how can I get out of here?
Can you hear me? Little one.
Is that Herta's voice?
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Hurry up! Put some speed into it! I can't keep this up for much longer! That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail, and Screwy and I finally found an opportunity. Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Amphorius... Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you know this already? Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Skrullum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately, but it won't hold for long.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Time is running out. Here's the conclusion. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp of the law. To be safe, we'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. So start moving, and find a way to pull off a magnificent jailbreak. We detected another path's influence.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Its power is strong. May be able to help. Use the path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication terminated.
Is Herta saying a certain path's faction has arrived in Amphorius? And I can ask them for help? I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys. Think hard, and to figure out exactly which faction has arrived at Amphorius, and which path's power I should use to call for reinforcements. Are these showing my memories? Stellaron in my body. I woke up at the Herta space station and gained the power of the destruction. A world that'll give rise to a Lord Ravager would definitely draw the attention of the destruction. The Stellaron in my belly is gonna be super useful. But what if I end up pulling in the Antimatter Legion? Or the Annihilation Gang? Can they really help? Failure is not necessarily a bad thing. This power wasn't gonna call up anyone nice after all. I obtained the flaming lens left by the architects, and gained the power of the preservation in Belobog. That's right! No matter how far away a planet is, the IPC is guaranteed to pay attention. As long as there's a business opportunity. Isn't Amphorius a pristine and untapped market? Besides, even if I can't call up my friends from the IPC, the architects and the nomadic miners should be able to help too. There are definitely cities and ores in this world. Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can't reach it. I received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony and declared war against the Order, then gained the power of the Harmony. That's right. The benevolent family must still remember me for saving them. Their music echoes throughout the stars, and they'll definitely want to help. Come, dear hat. I've put you aside for quite a few chapters already. Sing with Clocky. The world is in harmony and the stars shine bright. Doesn't Ligus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste. The Remembrance. That's right. I came to Amphorius because Black Swan asked us to come. And I even got a glance from Fu Li here. The Garden of Recollection must be intricately involved with Amphorius. Traces of the Remembrance are also everywhere in this world. I don't know what they want, but I don't have many choices left in this crisis.
I finally found you. Following the sound of memories. A pathstrider walking both the Remembrance and the Trailblaze.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Erudition's prison cannot stop us, for we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come, leave the cage of Logos. The mythos of Amphorius waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralding the dawn, finally rises. A boat, so used to drifting, at long last enters an island's safe embrace. Oh, Pathstrider, we have helped you break free. Hurry and set off. The Child of Remembrance awaits you.
March? What's she doing here?
You're finally here! We haven't seen each other for such a long, long time. My good buddy, I've really, really missed you.
Huh? When was I dead? It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with, no internet, and not even anything to eat or drink. It's basically a prison. Now the great hero is finally here to save me. Yippee! You must have seen a lot in Amphorius during this time, right? You gotta tell me all about it. I'm all good. Look at how fit and active I am. But let's get out of this spooky place first. This is not a good spot for a reunion chat. Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphorius if I keep following this road. So, let's head off. I still don't know what that world even looks like.
Why does March feel so weird?
What are you standing around for? Do you actually like this place? Get moving. Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's follow her first.
Are you okay? You haven't said anything for a while. Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no time to waste, though. The Chrysosairs and the Geniuses are all waiting for you.
No. The discrepancy is getting worse.
No, he's not. Maybe I just happened to miss him. Never mind. Don Hung's super reliable. We don't need to worry about him. He's probably waiting for us somewhere. All hail and hearty.
No. The Geniuses would have made sure that Don Hung made it back on the Express. Besides, the March I know wouldn't be so dismissive about her companions.
Huh? Isn't Amphorius the world of the Chrysosairs and their hero's journey? I could figure that out in an instant.
But Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know about these things unless... Don Hung told her. Something's not right. She's not March 7th.
I guess you have something you want to say to me? Then there's no need to feel things out first. With questions. Let's treasure the time we have together and be frank. As expected. A glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged between the nameless. In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We are not the March 7th you are acquainted with. But we can send you back to Amphorius, as long as you are willing to help us. She's fine. This form was simply borrowed from your memories. We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphorius. Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition. Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials needed to weave the universe. Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't be hard at all. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, then the whole cosmos will be in danger. Wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the Garden retrieve what we want, even if Iron Tomb reformats everything in the physical plane, we can use Remembrance to reconstruct the entire world. Or should we say, the entire universe? So help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anosrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook is the best evidence. Say, you aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words, are you? I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While Remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, there's also no need for you to make any deal, or pay any price. For you, this is probably a long time no see. My dear. Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. And you feel so helpless. Put them aside. For now, all you need to do is trust me. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard. Wait, stop it! They're awake! I'm gonna keep our first photo, alright? It won't come to pass while we're around. The statue. Is that Donner's brother? Oh, did you hear that? She just called me, but I'm not here. The universe is full of pain. We won't escape from it. Hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of punches will help to jog your memory. It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right? I don't want to lie to you, which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras, but in days, minutes, seconds. So, take this gift. This burning core flame. This footnote of a transaction. It contains hope and the warmth of the entire world. Ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wishes would transcend time to reach your hands in the future. Now, take it, and return with it, dear friend. Return to Amphorius, and overturn the final era Nova. Witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer. and the resistance that never bowed to the destiny of destruction over the long years that passed in a flash. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future. And I will silently watch in a corner of time, waiting for our next encounter. I believe the wait won't be too long.
What exactly is happening?
Keep going. Keep trailblazing. For Amphorius. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Is this Akima? No one's here. And the dawn device off. Am I too late?
Those moments then anchored in quiet harbors, I miss them as I miss fleeting folk.